Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again. And before I start, I just wanted to put something out there and say that I truly give mad props and respect to influencers that put out content every day, and make interesting videos and stuff like that and just put it out frequently, because I'm starting to learn that it does take a lot of work and a lot of time. So I just wanted to my favorite YouTubers and stuff like that out there, like, damn, mad respect, props, and thank you. So, okay, for today's video, my topic is something that has always been taboo, controversial, especially for women. And whenever women come out with the honesty, it's always something that trends because, of course, sex sells. We all know this. And what I am trying to get at is we're going to talk about body count. And body count is basically how many people you slept with. And there's one video on Instagram that I've been seeing. It's a clip of a influencer called Brittany Renner. She went on a show with Shannon Sharp, and it's this one clip that keeps passing around that she admits to sleeping with 35 guys, and Shannon, he has like this big reaction to it. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, does body count, the amount of people you sleep with, does it really matter? Let's check it out. So I'll go ahead and show you the clip that I'm talking about first.
I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay.
Woo! Oh Lord.
Impressive isn't
Woo!
the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in the bar, so help yourself.
So, I mean, everybody has their different opinions on this, especially on how our society works now, how the world is, and how people are not committing to each other anymore. There's a lot of struggle with it now. We always see it that people don't stay together or try hard enough, or you get with the wrong person, or people have to date a lot. Like, there's so much that variables that go into this topic. And, before we go into like that stuff, I just want to put in my own thoughts. And personally, my thoughts is that body count does matter. But the thing that I dislike about our society and how people deal with this topic is that, we don't look at it at both ends, because I truly believe that the body count, the people you sleep with, it goes for both. It goes for all people. It goes for male and female. It goes for women and men. Like, it counts physically, emotionally. It counts a lot. And okay, I was not an angel when I was younger, and it took me a while. It took me a long time to, realize that reputation and my emotions and that sort of things so matter. And it really does. Like, really, when you're getting into like your 30s, 40s, you have so much reflection, and looking back, it's kind of like you don't want regrets, even though everyone's gonna have them. And when you have your regrets, you want to be able to move past it in positive ways, as, you know, using them as learning tools, not as baggage, not like something that you're just going to be carrying around with you and just letting it fester in your soul. Like, don't do that. But, that's why I believe that, again, how many people you sleep with matters, not just for women, but also men. And that's, you know, people don't put that into the equation. So, okay, so if we go back in time, if we look back in history, we always learn about and hear about that women are supposed to be virtuous. We're the gatekeepers. We're supposed to, hold ourselves to standards and make sure we protect our quote unquote flower, and just save it for that right man or person that comes along, and that's it. You have that fairy tale life, you get married, and that's the one person that you're going to be with. But you know what? Society has seriously changed, and okay, there's just so much blame put on women for, like, just that topic alone, just the topic on, how many people they sleep with, and if they, are sluts or whatever else. It's always on the woman's part, but you're missing the equation, like, of how it is. And, you know, it's this circle, this perpetual cycle of men not taking responsibility, and then, for their own bodies, for their own numbers, and blaming the very same women that they're sleeping with, that, there's too many under their belt. And if we can just take a closer look at that. So, if we look back in history and how men are and how they are now, and, it's always been their, like, right to sow their wild oats. And if, you don't know the expression, it's basically, sleep around until you get married. You're fine. You're good. But, I mean, again, I bring up the topic that, guess who you're sleeping with? Who you're sleeping with, all these women that, at once did have their quote unquote virtue, and then was just left in the dust, or have now a reputation, and now they're looked down upon. So you leave them, and then you go ahead and you deflower another girl. And it's the cycle. Like, men are always taught to respect the woman that they want to be with, but they also need to be taught to respect even the woman that you're dating, and, not to always just go for your straight desires. And there has been talk about, men now in, like, their 20s, late 20s, 30s. They're not sleeping or having as much sex as they used to. And, I guess that's another topic for another day, because that's another rabbit hole that we can fall into. But honestly, I feel it's just because the whole attempts, and, the way you try to approach women, it's not the same. And I could totally get it. Like, there is um, hardships on both sides. And again, society's fault. I totally blame how social media and influencers and people have been making it to where it's very difficult to put yourself out there. And it's very difficult to put yourself out there. And, when young people start dating, it's, they don't know what they want. They come in confused. And, that's when their numbers start to go up, both men and women.
And as a mother of a son and a daughter, I have the best of both worlds, and I could reflect on what I want for them, what I want for their futures, and how I want, them to treat people. Just because, who knows how things are going to be, but I want to make it clear to them that their reputation, their body count, it does matter. Who they sleep with matters, because that stays with you. That's something that really does, is the closest connection we have now, especially how we're always on screens and everything else. Like, if you think about it, the physical aspect of it, that's a lot of connection. That's the most connection you might have. And to just go around doing it with whoever, it's a burden on you. It's a burden on anyone. So I just really hope, you youngins, please listen to your elders and just think about it. Just, really be mindful of what you do, because once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. It's forever. People do not forget, and it'll come back up, and you don't know how it's going to reflect on you. You really don't. So that's what I hope others will consider. Protect your body, protect your emotions, protect your soul. Like, I just really hope that men and women can reflect, not just women. Women are not the only ones that are to blame here, or are, just seriously, like, in control of it in totality. No, you can't just put the burden on women or females. You just cannot. Men have the burden too now, because again, it's a cycle, and it's a cycle that's not going to end unless you end it. So on that note, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.